Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with people. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Might be changing the route. They'll try the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, how nice is it to have that kind of a weapon? On 3rd down, I can throw it short of the sticks, and the big fella can catch the football, break a tackle, get upfield, be big and strong, and convert that 3rd down.
trying to get behind the defense. Makes a deep grab. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that play right there is exactly why they brought this guy in through the portal, because of his game-breaking speed. They wanted another dimension in the passing game, David. A guy that could take the top off, and early in this game, early in the season, a big exclamation point for the offense.
I'd say return on investment is pretty strong early, right? Trying to get that guy, and they talked about they needed the playmaker, the guy that could take the top off, the guy that could really be the focal point of this offense. Well, mission accomplished so far. They find him early. He makes the big play. This has got to get the fan base excited about this transfer.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick handoff. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with a 7-0 lead. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And these are points of emphasis for an offense. When you get the football and your defense has created you to put you in a great spot, set up with great field position after the fumble, now taking advantage, being aggressive, big third down coming up for this offense. You want to turn this into a touchdown. You don't want to settle for a field goal.
The quarterback sneak. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't know if the offense is going to call these quarterback sneaks very much more in this game. That defense in the interior, they are tough. They got an outstanding push inside, and that's why this offense lost yardage.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Makes the catch right at the 50. Just a wall of defenders
fumble.
everywhere.
Fucking long
He's
whole center,
guided
man.
out of bounds after a short return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Starts to scramble to the left. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Dropping back, it's Beck. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Wow. Shit bounced forward.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Pulls it in. It's Sellers. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He'll take it himself. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Might have a chance. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
Oh, he's got some space.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On the ground, it's Clark. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Clark. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Sellers. Pressure coming. No way.
Hey, why he stopped, man? That shit.
Now they face 3rd down.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing Sellers. Moving out to the right. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down.
Wow, man. Wrong button, bro.
Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he won pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
Wrong fucking button, bro.
But it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Grease, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply couldn't.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for a crease. It's Martin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. On the move to his left. Complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
Oh, my God, dog.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Rushes on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh my God, bro. Come on. Sorry ass.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Oh, boy.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking for a deep man.
Why you just standing there, bro? I'm back for that shit, my boy.
Pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, and maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sellers to the air again. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sellers escapes the pressure going right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Got him outside. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, South Carolina.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Again, it's Sellers. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Fighting Irish with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Got the back over the middle. Gain of 8 yards on the play is too short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Makes a catch. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sellers to the air again. It's on target and complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Damn, bro, I can't see the icons, bro. Fuck. Gotta remember what the fuck he was.
Almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Sellers to throw.
Ooh.
Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Again, it's Sellers.
Come on, my baby.
Third down, thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Oh, my God. Sheesh.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. The attempt is no good. And after
fucking
the miss,
A, man.
14-point game.
And it's sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The errant 45-yard field goal try sets them up with the football on their own 28. They'll run it.
Come on, bro. Why you take such a shitty angle, dog?
Maybe some room here. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
To the air. It's Beck. Here's a hit. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Sellers. Gonna let it fly. Leaping grab for a big gain. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Got his man on the right. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together.
Come on, my dude.
Deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. And they turn it into a defensive score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go play action with Sellers. Working the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going. And they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Headed for the 4th quarter now, and this quarterback battle looks like this. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive.
Looking for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open.
Bro, what a horrible angle.
He is in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jeff.
Oh my God, gang.
The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow.
And Sellers hurt again, bro.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time.
Just D-tackling this. Like, what are you doing, O-line, man? That guys ain't blocking for me.
Situations with this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him,
a shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State.
and all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And the point after is good. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
Goes high to pull it in. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot.
He's taking the shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Throws to the tight end.
Oh, my God, Sellers.
Play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
This is a beautiful situation.
I wouldn't even. Who the fuck is this white boy? I'm down in my third string QB, bro.
Know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And he'll be brought down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
After that negative play against a goal line defense, it's really, really tough out in the field to not want to take a shot right now because there's nobody deep on defense. You've got one-on-ones on an island with your wide receivers, and they are begging to have a fade ball thrown their way.
They boot it away. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Bounced right
Piece
back.
of shit ass niggas.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner's literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Kelly. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in with one hand. Just one.
Jesus Christ, both of my quarterbacks out. Bro, that's the fucking punter. What did they? Bro, stop.
Looking forward to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every
Bro, why is
area
the
of
punter?
the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's taking a deep shot. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Take over on the table.
Bringing it back.
And
they capitalize not only
do
on the
call
big,
you
but
show
the
a
great
cash.
return to give the offense tremendous field position. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.